Hey everyone, it's Cool Kid, back again for another One Piece chapter review. Chapter 1029, and this chapter's a pretty good chapter, but before going on to the chapter review, I'd just like to say a couple of things. First thing, if you looked around, you might notice we might not have our usual Flareon/Afa. Since it's the Halloween spirit, I got Halloween Mimikyu. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't put Halloween Mimikyu up here, even though it's still Halloween. Oh, whatever. We got him now, and that's what matters. So, I expect Flareon after Halloween, after October ends. And, two, if you also notice, the camera angle might be a little bit different. Well, let's just say, before starting this recording, it took me a while just to move the damn thing around, and I was like, screw it, I'm leaving out this camera angle. I don't care if it's, exactly like how it usually should be. And also, I think my camera, not my camera, but my camera stand, I think it might be kind of broken. So, yeah, I think I'm going to get a new camera stand, so, hopefully, I'm not going to move this camera anytime soon, because I actually did have a plan. I did plan to do a video that required me to move this camera. I'm just leaving it still for right now, okay? No other videos are being made, not in, this position. But, yeah, that's basically it. And let's do the chapter review now with, of course, as always, where we start, the, cover page, of course. And we got another reader request cover page right here, and this reader request is Bonnie in a soba eating contest with sea otters, and yeah, it's pretty cool. We got Bonnie just slurping up soba. Actually, I really do like soba noodles. Soba noodles are awesome. I don't know if I would say they're my favorite noodle type, but they probably have to be up there. And if you haven't had soba, come on, you gotta try soba. But yeah, it's cool seeing Bonnie. Actually, do we know what happened to Bonnie after referee? I don't think so. Huh. I really do gotta do that, because I did think about doing a video of me just, going back through the referee and being like, okay, this is what everything we know about the Reverie and what could have happened and from the details. So I really want to do that video. But yeah, Bonnie slurping up some noodles. We got, the nice little sea otters also eating their noodles. I actually like it where all of them have the, bead dot eyes. And there's this one who's just like, oh yeah, I'm looking at you, Bonnie. Oh, you're going down, down, down. Yeah, I do like that. But yeah, it's a nice, cool, cover page. Seeing the rest of the supernovas. I don't think I don't think we've even gotten halfway through, all the supernovas being in a cover page. So hey, I can't wait for the day freaking Scratch Poo goes in a cover page. Yeah, am I right? Oh, whatever. But yeah, cool little cover page. Bonnie. As Bonnie, I hope we see more of it. Eat more soba. That's the underlying detail. But, yeah, that's basically it. So, let's move on to, the actual chapter itself. So, the chapter starts off, immediately right after last time where, Queen picked up, oh, yeah, I got my, very awesome sword right here. My Zangetsu Bankai, or the first one, whatever, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, he swings at Sanji, and the sword just breaks apart. And we pick up right after that, and Queen's reacting to this like, ow, how could you hit? I know I hit that blade that was going for your neck. Was that ornament hockey? No, that can't explain it. Wait a minute, it wasn't hockey, wasn't it? I remember Judge mentioning something before about making humans more durable with an accelerating healing factor. and enchanted strength. And to top it all off with hearts of ice. And, yeah, we got, baby Gramps Chopper. My God, I can't believe we're still on that, but yeah. Baby Gramps Chopper's like, way to go, Sanji, my boy. You broke the sword with barely a neck. And Sanji's, thinking about what Queen said, and he's like, wait a minute, no. I don't want to become like them, those, unfeeling monsters. And he thinks about his brothers, and he's like, oh no, my God. And freaking Sanji just starts running away, and freaking Queen's like, hey, where the hell do you think you're going? So I'm just like, oh my God, what's freaking happening to me? I need to figure out what the hell's caused this right now. And I'm pretty sure we all know, pretty sure we figured out that it's probably the right suit. It is most likely the right suit. But, I'll save that topic of discussion later on. But, yeah, Sanji's like, people are like, wait a minute, Sanji, what's wrong? Why are you running? Sanji's like, guys, let me just think for a minute. And he's like, oh my God, if this keeps up, am I going to lose all my emotions? And just, I guess, some random beast fights in the battlefield are being like, hey, what's that? It looks like a straw hat. Yeah, isn't that Black Leg Sanji? He's wide open. Fill him in. I know I have a fake gun here, right? No, but yeah. One of them just takes out, no, not one of them, a whole handful of them just start, freaking shooting at Sanji, and, Sanji takes the shots like a boss, and it's almost like it does nothing, and even one of the guys is like, yeah, I got him, and Sanji's like, oh, that hurts, you bastard. So, I mean, I don't know, I presume these guys weren't right by Queen, but, it makes me wonder, it's like, oh yeah, Queen literally attacked Sanji straight from the neck with his giant sword, and, it completely shattered. So, obviously, 2 bullets are going to work, right? But, after Sanji reacts to those shots, Queen just comes in and freaking fires lasers like, come back here, put your damn raid suit on. I want to see what German science can do. And I guess that really ends that scene here. So, actually, honestly, one of the things I do have to admit I liked about this beginning portion is it put in the presence of, Sanji possibly going to lose his emotions. Because the big thing about Sanji's brothers, well, excluding his sister, yeah. But his brothers, they're emotionless. Or not really emotionless, just have no, I would say, positive emotion. Yeah, I guess that's a way to say it. So, honestly, I never really think about that ever coming up in the story, but yeah. That does raise the question, okay, maybe Sanji's going to lose all of his emotions or what or something. So I want to talk about this later on in the review, but I just want to put it out. Then on the next page, it goes to the second floor with the Big Mom versus Kid and Law fight after so many chapters. But let's just say that Kid isn't doing well. So yeah, we got Big Mom being like, oh, mama, what's the matter? You got a migraine, Kid? Well, get him, Hera and Napoleon. And, oh, yeah, got my resident Bankai sword for this. And, they're like, yes, Mama. So I guess Hera electrifies Napoleon, and, they're planning to do a lightning slash attack, and she's getting ready. And then we got freaking Law, who's being like, what the hell? Stop being dead weight, Kid. And I'm like, stop being dead weight? I'm not saying anything, but maybe Yoda does recognize that I know a lot of people are thinking, like, Kid is useless. He hasn't done much of anything to be Luffy's rival, and to be fair, that's kind of true. So if I was really pointing this out, thank you. But yeah, we do get something from Kid. He's like, damn it, and we get like this thump, or not thump, but like throb noise. So, could Kid just have a headache? And then we got Law, who does a shambles to get up close to Big Mom and does counter shock, which does hit Big Mom, but then Prometheus comes in like, how dare you hurt Mama? And he does stolen fire to freaking Law, and it hits him straight on. Big Mom recovers from the counter shot pretty quickly, and continues with her attack with Mama Raid, and it hits freaking Kid, which knocks him down, and Kid is just like barely struggling to get up. He's like, there's no freaking way this is a headache. What the hell is going on here? I finally got the opportunity to face one of the Yonko, one of the emperors. But if I die like this, my life as a pirate will just be a joke. And we got Big Bob just being like, Mama, this is pitiful, Kid. It looks like you'll kneel over at this point. So I'm pretty sure everyone can figure out, well, why is Kid acting like this? Is he really that weak? I mean, no, we all know why, so let's just continue on with the chapter. So after that, we move to the third floor with the Killer versus Hawkins fight, which I should mention, the fire has spread out up there, so I wonder, is freaking Onigashima really going to burn down? Well, we'll see about that, yeah. As the fire spreads, we got freaking just Hawkins. He's literally just let me put this sword back for a minute. Yeah, Hawkins, we just see him literally just bam, 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 just head-butting, like, I don't know, some random pillar, which I guess that makes sense for the throbbing, headache, freaking Kid has gotten. But, yeah, while, Hawkins is doing that, Killer is like, fa, knock it off already, Hawkins, please, fa. And Hawkins is like, oh, to think you actually ate a smile devil fruit. What unlucky luck you have, Hawkins. You really just have the worst. And Killer's like, I'm really begging you to stop, please. And then we got, I guess, some random members of Kid's crew. It's just being like, oh, why can't we help him finish, Killer? He keeps bashing his head against the pillar. This freaking Killer nuts. And not Killer, I mean Hog nuts. And Killer's like, just shut up and do what you're told. And they're like, but we're not fighting. You're not fighting either. We can't take care of this anymore. The fire's almost spread to here. We need to leave and hurry before it's too late. And Kid is like, just release my captain. You can have my life, whatever it takes. And freaking what Hawkins just responds to that is just kick him down. He's like, Hawkins like, that bastard's apparently facing Big Mom right now. I bet he sees this as his chance to finally cement himself as an emperor, hit himself the big dream. Sure he does. And Killer's like, stop getting in his way. And Hawkins is like, you can always cut him down with those scythes if you're really bothered by it. Well, if you still don't if you don't mind surrendering, I would even put a good word for you for Kaido. Your side has no any more chance of winning this battle. You already know the truth. don't you? There's a reason why their domain over the seas lasted for so long. It's obvious to anyone who's laid eyes on them. They cannot be defeated. And then, yeah. Hawkins is actually, he's doing the same shit that freaking Apu was doing earlier in the arc. But continuing on, Killer's like, I see through your brain. You regret the path you choose. We fought through impossible odds that you foresaw, and we're still here. And pisses yourself. And quit. And Hawkins pulls out his sword right here, and he's like, well, we'll see who's made the right decision when this is over. And Killer's like, well, I don't want to have any more regrets, so I'll give it another shot. It's all or nothing, but I just got a couple of questions for you. What happens if you take damage that has nowhere else to go? And freaking Hawkins is like, what the heck are you talking about? You should understand my powers by now. As long as I have the straw doll in me, any damage that I take goes to Kid. And then freaking Killer just slices freaking Hawkinson's left arm off. Just like that. Freaking sliced it off. And Hawkins is like, oh, God damn, you cut off my arm. But the damage should... And then Killer's like, Kid doesn't have a left arm. And then it hits freaking Hawkins like, oh, no. And then, he gets the, Killer gets the left arm and takes the straw doll out of it. Wait, what? Yeah, he's like, question 2. If I were to remove this doll, do you have any more lives? And Hawkins like, well, congratulations. That was my last one. Okay. Before we continue on, I just do like to say, one, that scene that Hawkins just, bam, cut off freaking Killer's left arm. That was cool. And 2, I mean, okay, I know the whole thing about, Hawkins's devil fruit is, he makes the straw dolls make a contract or something or whatever, and then puts the straw doll in his body. So, like, if he could have put, I don't know if it's, like, specifically certain parts of his body, but why leaving it, like, the left arm? I like to think Hawkins is, at least smart enough to be like, okay, I'll put it in the right arm instead of the left one. So, I don't know, whatever, that's just weird, but yeah, freaking, whatever, I guess to shock that to Hawkins being, I don't know, more overconfident or something, but yeah, continuing on, Hawkins is like, he's like, damn it, this isn't what I predicted. And then he pulls out one of his tarot cards, the Straw Man's card, Death Upright. And then freaking he's like, the Annihilation card. You're already living on borrowed time, so I'm just going to finish on you ahead. And freaking the Straw Man with the giant scythe comes in for Killer. Freaking Killer, like a badass, what he does, he just freaking slices the Straw Man's head, just freaking straight up clean off. And clean off. Freaking Hawkins was surprised about that. He's like, no, the Straw Man can't die. It's determined that if fates the card, it'll be revived. He pulls another card. He pulls the Tower up, which I'll talk about this a little bit later. But yeah, he pulls out the Tower, and then freaking Killer, like a badass, uses Sonic Blade and cuts down Hawkins for good. Bam! Puts Hawkins down, and freaking Kid Screw's like, you did it, Killer! Woohoo! And we get like, I'm presuming this monologue from, I don't know, internally from Hawkins, or it could be the narrator. Who knows? But it's like the Tower card the Tower card signifies great change and uphill establishment of order. Hidden meaning indicates a new path of opening. and we see that in Big Mom's and Kid's fight, we got Kid, finally, getting back to normal, and Big Mom's like, "Oh, Kid, you're finally not under the weather," and Kid's like, "Never felt any. Oh, this is Halloween season. Halloween season, not dead. Yeah, there you are. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, he's like, yeah, never felt any better." With the final panel of this chapter being Killer being like, "Well, go for it, partner. Chapter ends." And wait, do we got a break? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like we have a break. So I don't know. You'll probably see me next week. Yeah, but yeah, that ends the chapter there. And what should I discuss? Okay, I should definitely discuss about the Killer versus Hawkins fight. And I'm pretty sure this was like one of the things for the last couple chapters I was saying, like, yeah, we got Zoro versus King and Sanjay versus Queen. So, that's cool and all. But what about all the other unsolved fights that we gotta do and all the unsolved things? And thank God we're finally getting more focus on it. And, second thing, I kind of already knew that the whole thing with the fight with Big Mom versus Kid, how that's going to go, we need to know the ending of, this fight. And, as we saw earlier, the fight with Killer versus Hawkins does have an effect on, the other fight with Kid, because, Kid is, still there and with freaking just banging his head. He gets headaches, but, that still leads to the fight. And, I don't know. Okay, you know what's something I do gotta mention is that I didn't think about this until, probably a couple of minutes after I read this chapter. I was like, wait a minute, didn't earlier in the arc he said a certain someone is not going to live past tomorrow? And this still could apply to a number of characters, but I sat there and I'm starting to think like, wait a minute. What if, now this is crazy, what if he was talking about himself and he never knew? Because the way that Hawkins said it, I forgot how much earlier in the arc, I remember, I think it was when, freaking X-Drake wasn't, revealed to be a traitor, a spy or whatever, and we got freaking Hawkins, they tell him, he's like, yeah, certain someone's not going to live past tomorrow. What if Hawkins was like, when he did his terror ring or whatever, he's like, okay, I know a certain someone's not going to live past tomorrow, but I have no clue. So he presumed probably at the time it was X-Drake or or probably Killer or Kid or a number of characters that he probably thought. But that would be crazy that, that literally his own fortune telling was telling his demise. That would be crazy. Personally, I don't like to think Killer's dead. Not Killer. Hawkins is dead, because I still want to see, I still want to see more of Hawkins. And honestly, I honestly genuinely thought that Hawkins was going to flip sides at one point, but I guess he's down and out. Personally, okay, here's the thing. I know characters don't usually die in One Piece, and the thing is, Killer killing Hawkins, if this was like Zoro versus Hawkins, I probably could see Zoro, leaving him alive, but when you go with Killer, because the thing you gotta understand about the major difference between freaking Kid's crew and freaking Luffy's crew is Kid's crew is, they're actual pirates. They kill people, and I wouldn't be surprised if, freaking Killer's attacks, the Killer's, Sonic Blade attack, Sonic Boom attack, hit Hawkins. That was a dead clean hit. So, I don't know. We have to see about that to the future. And, Definitely interesting. I mean, it was a really cool fight, and I mean, honestly, I think I already saw like I forgot what YouTuber I was watching about this chapter, but they did say they remind them of like a JoJo fight, and while not to that same degree, I do kind of agree where the big thing in the JoJo fights, especially after when stands come out, it's like okay, I gotta figure out what their ability is and find a loophole around it to, counteract that ability. And Hawkins just basically does that in the chapter. He thinks it's like, well, okay, if all the damage goes back to Kid, but Kid doesn't have a left arm because, got cut off by Shanks. So what if I cut his left arm? Well, get her to try and freaking cuts it off, and, stupid of Hawkins to leave the doll. That is stupid. Why did Hawkins leave the straw doll in his left arm? Couldn't he have left it? I mean, if it was me, I probably would have left it like, I don't know, the heart or something. So it would be much harder to, get out of his body or something. I just think that's kind of a dumb place that he put it. But yeah, and we got him stressing out. I mean, I guess another thing, well, it's not another thing, because we already know about this, about Hawkins is, he's very dedicated to his cards, especially when he doesn't know it's about him. But yeah, these cards, because in the chapter, he even says, it's like, damn, this isn't predicted. And, after Killer cuts off the Straw Man's, Grim Reaper's head off, he's like, no, it's fate to come back, it's fate. And then the second he pulled out that tower card, he's like, oh shit. Actually, speaking of Hawkins, if I ever do a discussion video about Hawkins, I totally gotta read into tarot cards, because I basically know nothing other than, persona archetypes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure tarot cards don't represent your hidden mask, your persona. But is there anything else I want to talk about this fight? 'Cause it's honestly really cool, and it's a very un-One Piece fight. Maybe that's why I like it. Actually, I'm having a feeling that by the end of this arc, I probably would rate this probably higher than all the fights. But to be fair, no, I really do like Frankie versus Sasaki. That was a really good one. Well, we'll see about this by the end. But yeah, I hope to God this is the end of Hawkins' end, because I don't know, because I think we need to see more of Hawkins. And I don't even think we've seen everything that he could do. I don't even think we've seen all the tarot, magic cards that he can pull out. So there's plenty of other stuff they can do with the Devil Fruit. For him just to die, I think that would be kind of a waste. And especially because we know he's very dedicated to cards, and maybe this moment's should I really be completely faithful to these cards? And where this led me to me almost getting killed. So, I could totally see a moment like that. But, the Big Mom versus Kid fight. Hey, at least Big Mom is finally not getting her I wouldn't say ass-handed, but just getting kind of thrown around. This time she's taking out Claw pretty easily and gets knocked down, but I'm having a feeling that'll change next chapter. Next chapter when what happens. I don't know what else I want to talk about Big Mom. Wait, let me look. Oh yeah, the fire is also on the second floor. I didn't notice that earlier. Damn. Okay, maybe the castle is going to burn down. And maybe, what is Orochi's whole plan after this? What is your plan? The whole thing with Sanji, I guess I'll talk about it. Because all this scene is Sanji's wait a minute, it'll be just, I might, become, I'm feeling monsters like my brother. And he goes into like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Just freaking runs off. And Queen's like, hey, get back here. I want to fight you. Just show me your full germal power. All right, so that's what it all really is. And I think as I said earlier, I definitely think it's an interesting aspect, and it's something I guess Sanji has to deal with. So the story will probably go either like, oh no, you might be getting powers like them, but you're different. You can still feel emotions or whatever, or if this might actually come kind of a somewhat important plot point where actually Sanji won't bust out the raid suit until he's like, I must do what I have to, and he pulls out the raid suit. So I don't know how Sanji is going to deal with the raid suit and the whole thing with his family and being like, I don't want to use it, and especially him now knowing that he's possibly worried about him becoming more like a monster like the rest of his family. So I wonder how they're going to really tackle this in the future. But yeah, that's really it. What do we have for time? I think that's a pretty good place to end it. This is a really cool chapter, even though what are we seeing next chapter? Oh yeah, definitely Big Mom versus Kid. Because if we don't get that, we're doing that whole, I forgot how many chapters ago, where it's like, look at this plot point, and we're going to get back to it 6 weeks later. Yeah, I still am on the big theory that by like the, what's going to happen is everyone... Hello, my camera decided to cut out, so let me finish what I was saying. Yeah, probably, I still agree in the theory that literally, everyone's fight is going to be done, and once that is, everyone's going to join up. Whoever who is left, who can fight, they're going to join in the fight with Luffy against Kaido. I think it's literally going to be an everyone versus the Kaido by the end of the Kaido fight. I still think that's how it's going to be, but we'll see about that in the future. But yeah, I guess that's it for the video that I got. Oh yeah, I do have to say this. I was going to make a Black Clover chapter review when we were on break, but I forgot to catch up to the manga. I haven't been reading Black Clover or My Hero or Dr. Stone for the last couple of weeks. Not because I don't like them. It's just I kind of forgot to catch up, and I gotta catch up so I can do that freaking Black Clover chapter review. Because I want to do Black Clover chapter reviews. Because I do like Black Clover. I genuinely do. It's just that I don't know if I can really... Because I don't know, reviewing a different manga is kind of weird. Especially with One Piece where, I can spend 30 to up to an hour on a single chapter. And with Black Clover, while it's cool, sometimes, I don't know, chapters don't feel as much content as One Piece. And One Piece, I've realized this is, they stuff a lot into a single chapter. And in this chapter, I don't think they do that as much as they would usually do. But still, this is probably way more than whatever's currently happening in Black Clover, unless if some crazy world-bending shit happens. Dude, I gotta freaking catch up to Black Clover. So, yeah, other than that, I guess that's it. We have to say Halloween Mimikyu. Good job. Ending the video. The video. So, how are you guys feeling? I'm feeling fine. Yeah. Man, I really do suck at ending these videos. One of these days, I gotta figure out how to end these videos, but I think, I think I think I just gotten used to being so fucking awkward and just talking about nonsense that, I'll just deal with it that way. I'm actually looking at my bookshelf. I still don't have the damn final volume of Rosario plus Vampire, season 2. I gotta freaking get it. I love Rosario plus Vampire. I should do a video on the manga at least, because I don't like the anime. Rosario plus Vampires is like one of those, like a series where it's like, yeah, just read the manga. Like even with One Piece, where I do have to admit the anime gets pretty bad, I would just say, it's fine if you watch the anime. But like this, my Rosario plus Vampires is definitely one of those mangas. It's like, yeah, just read the fucking manga. It'll make just don't watch the anime. It's just all filler. I mean, it's not that it's all filler. It's all that it's kind of harem suck. And it to be fair, I mean, okay, I will say this about Rosario plus Vampire. Even though it basically becomes a battle shonen, it still is, an harem to its core. And, obviously, like, the first 2.5 volumes are, basically just that. But after I would say, yeah, pretty much after the first half of the third volume, it basically, is on its way on becoming a battle shonen. And, oh my god, okay, one of these days I gotta do a Rosario plus Vampire manga video. See you guys later. Trick or treat. Is anyone even trick or treating this year?